I've personally made close to $9.7 million through social media marketing since 2018. But if I had to start all over again from scratch with $0 to my name, here's what I'd do. I'm about to go in depth and show you the exact steps I take and all of the lessons I've learned after half a decade in this industry. And whether you're just starting out or you're looking to reboot your business, this video is going to be the ultimate blueprint for your success. All right, so in order to break this down for you, we have to start at the very beginning, why I got into social media marketing in the first place. For those of you that don't know, I grew up broke. I had a single mom, and we didn't really have a lot of money growing up. I didn't really have a lot of options as far as business models went. Amazon FBA required way too much money for inventory. Stocks and real estate, 90% of people lose, and when you don't have any money, you can't afford to lose any money. And real estate, you needed a big down payment to start. So for someone that was completely broke, that didn't have any money, these weren't really viable options for me. But when I discovered social media marketing, it was something that I could immediately get into. And because all I was doing was offering a service to businesses, it made it the perfect business model to make money with. So today I want to cover 5 of the biggest mistakes I made when starting out and how I would do it differently if I had to do it all over. Number 1, and this is something that held me back from making a lot more money than I could have, and that's volume. When I first started in social media marketing, I didn't really know how many people I should reach out to. I would reach out to maybe 10, 20 businesses a day, and some of these would be over the phone with a cold call. Some of these would be in person. Some of these would be through email or DM. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason. Now that I have more experience in the game, I realized that social media marketing is a volume game. You almost have to reach out to as many different people as possible. People always say, why would a company hire me even if I have no experience, or if there's other competitors out there that do it better than me? Because let's face it, you're most likely never going to be the best social media marketer in the world. I know for a fact I'm not. But the reason I've been able to make millions of dollars is because I produce volume. So what are some ways to produce volume? If I had to start over today, how would I reach out to businesses? Normally, when you think social media marketing, you think closing deals, you're thinking that you have to show up to the business, ask to help them. You're thinking that you have to cold call them and get on a crazy sales call and close the deal. But the reality is actually a lot easier than that. It's as simple as sending a bunch of DMs, a bunch of emails, pretty much anything that you can do in mass. Think about it like this. If I were to go to businesses and knock door to door, maybe I would be able to hit 10 businesses an hour. If I'm lucky, if one of them decided to hear me out, maybe I'd only be able to hit 1 or 2. Let's say I were to cold call them. I could spend my entire day cold calling with no response. But let's say I chose to do something like email or DM. I could easily go online and make a list of emails and contact information for a bunch of local businesses and even businesses way out. Let's say I'm in Miami. I can make a list of businesses in Los Angeles and I could send them all emails and DMs. But I would take it a step further than that actually. Instead of just sending emails and DMs, I would also create a schedule where I reach out to them more than once. So now, not only am I able to contact more businesses, I'm also able to send them reminders, and I can systematize this. So I'm very, very efficient. The more businesses you reach out to, the more clients you land. If you go door to door or you cold call, you might be able to land a client like that because that's what I tried in the very beginning. But if you're able to reach 5 times more businesses, 10 times more businesses, you're gonna land 10 times more clients. Social media marketing is a volume game. And when it comes to landing clients, you want to do volume. And that leads me to number 2, landing clients. One big mistake that I made and a lot of beginners make when they're starting to do social media marketing and they're starting to look for clients is they come off as too desperate or needy. They come in an email and they'll write an email and they'll say something along the lines of, hey, let me do your Facebook ads for you. Here's what I do. And they'll completely blow their shot. Something that I like to tell a lot of my students is landing clients is a lot like flirting. You don't want to come off too needy. You don't want to come off too desperate because businesses can smell this and they will instantly reject you or they won't respond. For example, something I see a lot is a lot of our female students will get results faster than the male students. Not only that, they're able to keep prospects on the phone longer. And the reason that is because male students are too aggressive. They come in too hot, way too hot. Whereas female students, they like to build rapport. They like to have conversations. If I were to start over, instead of coming in very needy to a business, I like to take a very subtle approach. I will go into a business, I'll send an email or a DM on social media, and I'll be very friendly. I won't even let them know what I want out of them. I'll just send something to start a conversation. It could be something as simple, hey, I ate at your restaurant the other day, the food was great. You open with a compliment. And then you say something along the lines of, I went to look for you guys on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and I couldn't find you. That's a great way to break the ice with these businesses. Because now, instead of just ignoring you or thinking that you want something, they're gonna respond to you and you've made it into their inbox. Now you actually have a conversation started with them. Another analogy I like to use is the dating analogy. When you first meet meet someone, you're not gonna shoot them a text and say, hey, you're beautiful, let's get married, let's have kids, let's do this. They're instantly gonna be put off because of how clingy or needy you are. The same applies for businesses. You need to approach businesses like you would when you're flirting. You would say something along the lines of, hey, it was nice to meet you, how are you? Something very subtle, very light, and that way they don't suspect anything and you sneak your way in there. You create a conversation, and once you create a conversation, the chances of you landing that client are much, much higher. And that brings me to number 3. If I were to start over, if I wanted to make my life 10 times easier, I would have changed my offer. You have to have a sexy offer, or in other terms, do what sells best. Do the hottest offer to make it as easy as possible. A great example of this, let's say in today's day and age, Facebook and Instagram ads are not as hot anymore. Just because everyone's doing them, it's hard to sell a business Facebook or Instagram ads. Most of them are already doing it or they've tried it already. I'm not saying that you can't do it, it's just harder to find businesses that are open to it. Something that's really hot in today's day and age, 2024, is TikTok. TikTok content marketing. Businesses have not caught on to TikTok yet. So if you were to offer the service to a business, it's gonna be something trendier, something they wanna try, something they haven't tried yet, and you'll be the first one to make that offer to them. But it doesn't necessarily have to be whatever the trendiest offer is. You can also spice up your current offer. Let's say you offer Facebook or Instagram ads, you would just change the method. Instead of offering to do Facebook and Instagram ads, maybe you offer to do Facebook Reels because it's something newer. As long as you have a unique selling point when it comes to your offer and a way to make it sexy, businesses will want it. They'll make your life 10 times easier. An example of this is actually my student Jeff. Jeff bounced around from offer to offer and he never really made any money. And at some point, Jeff was living in his car. And it wasn't until Jeff decided to just go up to restaurants and offer to create TikTok accounts for them and post content on those TikTok accounts that he finally started making money. Jeff has been in my mentorship program for about a year and he didn't get any results. And when he finally changed his offer, he skyrocketed and went from making nothing online to $7,000 a month just by creating a sexy offer. And all his offer was making TikTok accounts for restaurants that didn't have it yet. And on those TikTok accounts, he would just post 10, 15, 20-second TikToks that showcase the food. That's all his offer was. It wasn't anything complicated. It wasn't anything super advanced. It wasn't rocket science. He literally just made that small tweak. I think Jeff landed 4 to 5 clients within the first 60 days by changing his offer. The fourth one, another big mistake that I made and I see a lot of people making when it comes to social media marketing and making money as fast as possible, they focus on the wrong things. I remember when I first started my business, my social media marketing agency, I was focusing on a lot of the wrong things. I was focusing on starting an LLC and my taxes. Meanwhile, I didn't even know what an LLC was. I wasn't really making any money, so I didn't need to worry about taxes yet. In fact, I was just wasting precious time and energy worrying about stuff that didn't matter. And what I see a lot with new agency owners or people looking to start social media marketing, before they have any clients, before they know any skills, before they've made any money, they focus on the wrong things. They're focused on starting LLCs and how do I do my taxes? It's like, bro, go make some money first. That being said, I'm gonna give you a list of the correct things to focus on and the wrong things to focus on. Starting with the wrong things. The wrong things to focus on if you're just getting started would be things like LLCs, how to do your taxes, or contracts and agreements. Meanwhile, the correct things to focus on would be things like acquiring clients, learning the actual skills, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube and Google, TikTok UGC, TikTok content creation, TikTok ads, email marketing, copywriting. There's dozens of skills within social media marketing that you can better spend your time learning instead of focusing on the stuff that doesn't matter. Focus on getting clients, focus on learning the skills. Don't spend any time focusing on things that do not matter. And last but not least, the one thing that I would change if I had to start over would be building the correct team. When I first started, I attempted to do this as a solo mission. I started making some money. I got a little bit greedy. I wanted to keep it for myself. I got big clients that were paying me anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. And I was taking home about $30,000 a month doing all of the work myself. But the issue was I couldn't scale my business because I was working for all of my clients already 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours a day. I didn't really have the bandwidth to take on any more clients. And the secret to growing your agency and making a lot of money with social media is being able to take on more clients and offer more services so you can make more money. You can charge them more. And if you have 5 clients that are paying you $2,000, you might make $10,000. But if you have 15 clients paying you $5,000, now you're making, what is that? $75,000 a month. So the secret to growing fast and being successful, something that I would change if I had to start over, would be building the correct team. And I would do it in this order. The first person I would get to add to my team would be a client manager, meaning this person does all of the outreach, they handle all of the clients, they speak to all of the clients so I don't have to deal with them. They reach out and they book appointments for me to talk to them and meet with them and potentially land new clients. And they also send contracts and paperwork, everything in between, all the mundane stuff, almost like someone that manages all of the grunt work for you. From there, the next person you would hire would be someone that works on fulfillment. So let's say you offer Facebook and Instagram ads, just like I did in the beginning. You would hire someone that can help you with Facebook and Instagram ads. That way you can take on twice as many clients, but not only that, you have someone else trying to find the clients for you. So you're bringing on more clients and you're able to fulfill more clients. And after that, you just replicate it again. You get another person to find you more clients, and you get another person to help you with fulfillment, whether it's ads or content or whatever it is you're offering to these businesses. So if I had to start over and I had to start from scratch, here's what I do to make $10,000 a month in the next 30 days. Number one, I would make a list of 1,000 prospects, 1,000 businesses that I could reach out to and contact. They could be local businesses or they could be remote businesses. Like I said, my agency, I'm here in Miami, but I have clients in LA, I have clients in Virginia, I have clients all over the country. Number two, I would contact them 4 to 5 times each via email or DM. So I'm not calling these people, I'm not doing anything crazy, I'm not walking over to their restaurant. I'm gonna send them a DM, an email, and I'm gonna have those on a schedule. Maybe I send one on day 1, then day 3, then day 5, then day 7. I'm gonna reach out to them multiple times so I get as many touches as possible. Number 3, if I reach out to 1,000 businesses, I'm gonna speak to at least 5% of them. And if you do the math on that, that's about 50 businesses or potential clients that you speak to, which leads me to number 4. Out of those 50 potential clients, at least 10% of them, 5 of them will become my clients, businesses that I help with their social media. Ideally, they pay me $2,000 a month. And then again, simple math, 5 clients paying you $2,000 a month is $10,000 a month. And this can all be done in 30 days. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy. It's gonna take a while to get a list of 1,000 clients. It's gonna be a while to reach out to all of them. It's gonna take a while to close the deals. But if you follow through with this and you put in the work, you will be able to do it within the next 30 days. So if you wanna make 2024 the year you finally get rich, or the year you finally drop out of college, or the year you finally quit your 9 to 5 and become your own boss, I'm hosting a live workshop where you'll be able to learn from me directly live, and it's gonna be completely for free. I'll teach you how to find businesses, how to offer services, all of the exact skills you'll need to get started within the next 24 hours. So if you're interested in that, make sure you click the link in the description and get your spot. Also, if you're just interested in seeing behind the scenes of what it's like being in your 20s and being a multimillionaire, you wanna learn about social media marketing, you wanna learn about business, make sure to subscribe, check out the rest of my content. I'm gonna be dropping videos like this all year long. Thanks for watching, and as always, love you guys.